All right, we're back on the range today. What we're going to be going through is some draw techniques or draw stroke, and we're going to show you the proper way to draw or present from a holster, and then also reholster safely. I'm going to go ahead and show you. This gun is unloaded, it's empty. I'm going to practice with this gun and then do some live fire with it. All right, what you want to do is access your firearm by placing your hand on your chest, keeping it out of the way, that way it's safe, gripping your pistol, and then pulling straight up out. And you only want to pull high enough to clear that holster. There's a lot of guys that teach pulling way up here, and that's just wasting movements, wasting time. So pull high enough to get clear of that holster. You're going to rotate, and you're going to keep the gun canted away from your chest. That way if you have to fire from this location, you're not going to cause a malfunction by the slide hitting your chest. So you're going to keep it canted. You're going to keep your hand here, and what you're going to do is extend. While extending, you're joining, and then you're bringing your sights up to eye level. So what you're doing is pushing the gun straight out. Reholster, grip, draw, rotate, join, extend, and your sights are brought to your eye level, and everything works perfect from there. This is, you know, a high compressed ready is what you would call this. And this is a great place to practice shooting from. If you go from a high compressed ready to drawing on your target, all you're doing is punching out from here straight out. So there's no bowling and there's no fishing. That takes too much time, and plus there's momentum that you have to stop. So always practice to draw straight up, rotate, push out and present, and the gun's going to come straight up to your eye level. You notice I'm not moving my head down and trying to adjust my head to the gun. I'm trying to adjust the gun to my head. I'm bringing it straight up. You're punching that gun out, almost like you're going to punch somebody in the chest right in front of you. This is the greatest, most effective way to draw your firearm and present from a holster. So let's see how this works in a live fire. You're going to reholster safely. You're going to go through that whole process. To reholster, you're going to fire your rounds. Your rounds have been fired. You're ready to reholster. You're going to bring it back into high compress ready. You're going to rotate the gun back, keeping your hand. Your hand's just going to fall away from your gun at that point and keep it wherever is safe. And you're going to reholster that gun and then release. Now what you want to do is practice this possibly in front of a mirror. I mean, there's a lot of good shooters that practice in front of a mirror so they can critique themselves. They can look at their technique and kind of figure things out that way. So the best thing to do is get in front of a mirror with an unloaded gun, of course. Always keep that finger off the trigger. Always keep it pointing in a safe direction. So you're going to have that holster where you want it. And that's probably a whole nother discussion, is location of your holster and what type of holster you're going to use. And I'll do a video on that coming up. But for now, we're just going to work on presentation and drawing from a holster.